Greetings, family. It is Empress D in nature. Enjoying a little shade in the prime nature location. I hope everybody is well and has found their own little spot of heaven. So, I'm winding up my time in my favorite space, and I've been coming here for the last 5 years. A few months shy of 5 years, and I've been seeing this man and his dog this whole time. Periodically, I don't see him every day, obviously, or every time, but periodically we see each other, we say hi. There's a few regulars that I know here, and their doggies. And, all this time we haven't spoken until today. And we spoke for like 30 minutes, family. And so I'm just it's just synchronicity. It's just how the way life is, family. But anyway, what I bring him up for is because he confirmed with me something that is so prevalent in humanity. There's a lot of people who like to gather information. They're a wealth of knowledge. Now, this brother that I met is so knowledgeable of what's going on this planet. He's well aware of all of the corruption and all of the madness and the facade and everything. He knows it all, right? But when it comes to the application of that knowledge, I see that that's where there is a disconnect. And so I recognize that a lot of people like to collect knowledge, and I bring it up because he's not the only person. There's a lot of people that like to collect knowledge, and also like to be entertained by knowledge. I think some people are entertained by knowledge or gaining new information, or maybe the person presenting it. Who knows? And it's not really about taking that information in to apply it to make changes to your life. It's like the information is just meant to stay at the absorption phase and then not to go any further. I'll give you a couple of examples. One example would be let's see this, two people watching like a spiritual guru. Let's just say these two people start watching the spiritual guru at the same time. One person, is obviously, you're watching this spiritual guru. They're giving their advice as to how to improve and level up their life. Kind of what I'm doing on my channel is, sharing his experience and what he knows to be his path to knowledge of self. And so these two people are watching this content. These people know each other, obviously. They watching the content and taking it in. And let's say it's 1 year later, and we take a look at the two different people. So 1 year later, they're both continuing to watch this spiritual guru's content. And one person, their life remains the same. They haven't implemented any of the suggestions that the guru shared worked for them. They had just continued living their life as they continue to live their life. And for them, they continued to receive the same result. And so that other person that began watching the spiritual guru at the same time continued to watch the spiritual guru, and their life completely different. They had started to implement the practices that were suggested and noticed a marked change in their life. And so that's the contrast, right? That's the comparison of one person actually taking that information in, perhaps for entertainment, and not really to be applied. I guess they did not want to, or didn't feel ready, or didn't feel able, or for whatever reason have blocks that stop them from engaging in action that would actually change their situation. Whereas the other person chose to implement changes and make changes, and probably in my experience, once you make changes, you continue to make changes. It's just like an ongoing thing, right? Sorry. Hi. How's it going? So yeah, so the whole point of it is that you choose which way you want to be, and the results are in action, right? And not in inaction. And I will say that again. The results are in action, not in inaction. All right? Because if you do the same thing every day expecting a different result, that is the definition of insanity. And it's not me that said that, it's Albert Einstein. Okay? And I don't know much how credible I feel he is in terms of history. I really respect Nikola Tesla, and I resonate more with his message than the history that I know about Mr. Einstein. But nonetheless, I'm going to use his quote in this context. Okay, so yeah, again, so that's what's up. It's all about the application of the knowledge that you seek and intake. Okay, it's not about entertainment. Okay, thank you for taking the time to listen to this message, family. I love and I value each and every one of you. One love.